Welcome back, everybody, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today, we're going to be reacting to a comedy routine, Abbott and Costello, Who's on First? Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hi, we react to all types of stuff, and I try to figure out what it means, although with comedy, I don't know how much of a big dissection and interpretation with a bunch of metaphysics and all this other weird stuff. Not really, but you know... let's see if I could possibly overanalyze this. Seriously though, this is something that a lot of people have been requesting, and people have been calling it the most classic comedy routine of all time. Now, I know about this skit because it's referenced to in things that I've watched before and in something I've been in before. So I was in, I've mentioned before that I'm an actor. You can see like my IMDb page in the links in the description, and I was in something called Super Science Showcase, which is like a bunch of educational stuff. Long story short, I played a character who at one point had to get something from one place to another without anyone noticing, and my friend, the people who played my friends, who actually became my friends in real life, began doing like a Who's on First type of skit, almost going like, oh, what's your name? I don't know. What is your name? My name? Oh, his name? No, wait, no. Okay. No, I know it's not exactly the same, but I know the basic premise of like extreme miscommunication, I think. But anyway, this has been requested by so many people, especially when I started doing George Carlin. And you guys were like, this is it. This is as classic of a comedy routine as it gets. So I'm really excited for this. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy these types of videos, consider subscribing if you enjoy it. And let's go. 3, 2, 1. Abbott and Costello. Who's on first?
Me out with the crowds. Buy me some peanuts, popcorn, crackers,
Beautiful package of Pepper Jacks here.
Pepper Jacks. Will you keep quiet, Sebastian?
Excuse me, please.
Sebastian, please. Don't interrupt my act. Sebastian.
Oh, Mr. Blowhurst, I didn't see the lights there. I forgot about them.
What in the world are you doing? Why interrupt my act like this?
Well, look, Mr. Blowhurst, I mean, after all, if you're in a ballpark, they always sell peanuts and popcorns and things like that.
I know that, Sebastian, but not in front of him. I beg his pardon, friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, and also the children, will you excuse me for a minute, please? Thank you.
What do you want to do?
Look, Mr. Blowhurst.
Right. What are you doing?
I love baseball.
Well, we all love baseball.
When we get to St. Louis, will you tell me the guys' names on the team so when I go to see them in that St. Louis ballpark, I'll be able to know those fellas?
Well, now, is it all right, folks? All right.
Excuse me, I want to find out the fellas' names.
As long as it's okay with the
I'm
audience.
crazy about baseball.
Will you stand still? Pick up your hat. Go pick up your hat.
Okay.
Now, look. Then you'll go and peddle your popcorn and don't interrupt the act anymore?
Yes, sir.
All right. But you know, strange it may seem, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
Funny names?
Nicknames, pet names.
Not as funny as my name, Sebastian Dinwiddie.
Oh, yes.
Funnier than that?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Sebastian
now, on the
Dinwiddie.
St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team.
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
Do you know the fellas' names?
Yes.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The fellow playing first base for St. Louis.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who is on first?
Have you got a first baseman on first?
Certainly.
Then who's playing first?
Absolutely.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes.
That's the best ever. Wow. Okay. Wow. Who gets it? Why shouldn't he get it? Who do you think deserves it? Wow. Okay. What do you say? Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Who's on third base? That's going to cause so many problems. Wow. Baseball players all have weird names. That is that entirely true? I remember when I was a lot younger, and when I did a reaction to George Carlin Sports, I talked about how I'm not the biggest fan of baseball in the world. I used to play baseball when I was a lot younger, and I used to watch it a lot. And I remember, you know, the names on the teams, right? The Braves, you know, I would know their names and stuff. Probably can't remember them now, to be totally honest. And then before that, I collected baseball cards too. My dad got me into that. So anyway, but then recently, like I've seen baseball on the TV because my dad will have it on, and I won't know anybody, and I'll keep thinking, man, these names. Look at these names. These people have such long, crazy names, which isn't even always true, but sometimes it's like. So I guess this is slightly. I mean, This is just who you grew up with, right? So anyway, he wants to. All right, enough of that. He wants to know what the names are. He wants to figure it out. Sorry, I kind of mess up. I don't like pausing them because I feel like there's definitely a flow to both music and to these routines, but that's the way YouTube works, and that's the only way I'll be able to make these videos for it. So thank you for humoring me on that. Let's keep going.
Off the first baseman every month. Who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. For all the man earns it.
Who does?
Absolutely.
Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
Oh, no. What is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy.
What's the guy's name on first base?
What's the guy's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him.
How did I get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
Stay off of first, will you?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Now, what's the guy's name on third base?
Well, what's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again.
Well, I can't change their names.
Will you please stay on third base, Mr. Broadhurst?
Now, what is it you want to know?
What is the fella's name on third base?
What is the fella's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. You got an outfield?
Oh, sure.
St. Louis has got a good outfield?
Absolutely.
The left fielder's name?
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
Stay out of the infield!
Don't mention their names out here.
I want to know what's the fella's name in left field.
What is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on
Oh
second.
my
on
goodness.
I don't know. Third base.
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy, man.
And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field. He's center. Will you pick up your hat, please? Pick up your hat and
Look.
stop this. Oh, look,
Mr.
please.
Broadhurst.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You got a pitcher on the team?
Wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
I don't know. Tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me the date?
I'm telling you, man.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen. Who is not pitching? Who is
I'll
on?
break your arm. You say who's on first?
Why come up here and ask?
I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third
Third base. You got a
Third
catcher?
base.
Yes.
The catcher's name.
Today.
Today. And tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
That's all. St. Louis has got a couple of days on the team.
Well, I can't help that. All right. What do you want me to do?
Got a catcher?
Yes,
I'm a good catcher, too, you know.
I know that.
I would like to play for the St. Louis team.
Well, I might arrange that.
I would like to catch. Now, I'm being a good catcher. Tomorrow's pitching on the team, and I'm catching.
Yes.
Tomorrow throws the ball, and the guy up bunts the ball.
Yes.
Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw it to first base. Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
So he's got it. He's kind of got it. He figured out some of it. He's like, tomorrow throws the ball. And he's like, and I'm going to throw it to who? Naturally. And that's the first correct thing you said. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, sorry, I just keep repeating what they say. But this, wow. Yeah, I can see why this is referenced in so much. It's highly quotable. It's such like a great situation. Like, this is situational comedy at its peak. Like, if sitcoms, every scene was like this, blow the Big Bang Theory out of the water. The TV show. This is hilarious. One of my favorite shows is The Office. And there are a couple episodes of The Office that are so... They're like a riot the whole time. This kind of reminds me of that. This is still funny. I'm watching a video in black and white with pretty bad audio. I don't know when it came out. We'll check at the end of the video. But this is all the way up there. It's such a perfect situation. Wow. All right, let's see how they resolve it. Let's go.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw it to first base.
Yeah.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Who has it?
Naturally.
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 Okay.
Now, you've got it.
I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
I know, you don't. You throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
Okay.
All right.
I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Well, that's it. Say it that way.
That's what I said.
You did not.
I said I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Yes.
So I throw the ball to first base and naturally gets it.
No, you throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not
Stop
saying that.
repeating naturally.
I'm sorry, friend.
I throw the ball to
You
naturally.
throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it. Well, say it that way.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
get excited now. Don't get
I
excited.
throw the ball to first base
Then
and
who gets it?
he better get
That's
it.
it. All right. Now, don't get excited. Take it easy.
Does he
Now I
understand?
throw the ball to first base. Whoever it is drops the ball, so the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play.
Yeah, it could be.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't care.
What was that?
I said, I don't care.
Oh, that's a shortstop.
Okay, then. Assuming these guys don't block, let me know if they have any other skits. That's hilarious. I love that. Wow. So I see some other things over here. What do we got? That is also who's on first. Oh, wow. That one has... Does that have more views than this one does? Interesting. 2 classic bits. Okay. Fields Employment Agency. All right, let me just get out of this. All right. Let's go ahead and like that. Okay. This is in a 1945 film. Yeah. 1945. And yet it still holds up. Wow. I feel like this might be one of the most quotable, like skits ever. Like, that beats anything Saturday Night Live ever did. Ever. Really. Yeah, almost anything they ever did. I've seen some funny things by them. They did a thing with, like Jeopardy. Like a running gag type thing with Jeopardy. That was hilarious. But anyway. Yeah, you know what? Before we end, I don't have a ton to say about it because it's pretty straightforward. So let's look up Abbott and Costello. I hope I'm saying their names right. Let's see. We got Wikipedia. Let's see what it says. Abbott and Costello were an American comedy duo composed of comedians Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, whose work on radio and in film and television made them the most popular comedy team of the 1940s and early 50s and the highest paid entrepreneurs in the world during World War II. Their routine, Who's on First, is considered one of the best known comedy routines of all time, citation needed. Their popularity waned in early 1950s due to overexposure, and their film and television contracts lapsed. The partnership ended soon afterwards. Okay. While they had crossed paths a few times previously, the two comedians first worked together in 1935 in New York City. Their first performance resulted in Costello's regular partner becoming ill. Okay, so other performers in the show, including Abbott's wife, encouraged a permanent pairing. The duo built an act by refining and reworking numerous sketches with Abbott as the devious straight man. What does that mean? A straight man is a stock character in comedy performance, especially a double-act sketch comedy or farce. When a comedy partner behaves eccentrically, the straight man is expected to maintain composure. Okay. And Costello as the dim-witted comic. All right. Looks like they made some films. Did stuff on television. The Who's on First thing. Okay. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis kind of put them, their emergence meant Abbott and Costello's popularity kind of waned. Another reason for the decline was overexposure. Each year they made 2 new films. They dropped Universal dropped the comedy team in 1955 after they could not agree on contract terms. Oh, that's terrible. In early 1950s, the IRS charged them for back taxes, forcing them to sell their homes and most of their assets, including their rights to their films, or most of their films. All right. Let me know if there's any other skits by them you'd like me to check out. Thank you for joining me, and that was hilarious. That was a riot. All right, Deathstroke 9 out. I'll see you guys soon, and yeah, thank you.